And action!
Hey everybody, this is Cody Fairless-Lee, and today I'm counting down my number 20 to number 16 anticipated movies of my top 25 most anticipated movies of 2016.
Guess now's my chance.
For this list, I discussed the 5 movies from the upcoming year that I can't wait to see, yet they probably won't be as good as my most anticipated.
Today you will once again be fighting for our freedom.
Also, be aware that because it's a big list, my top 25 countdown is divided into 5 videos, whereas I discuss 5 movies in each video in my top 25. Now I must also point out that some of these release dates may change, and some of these movies could eventually be announced to be shown in 3D, IMAX, or IMAX 3D in the coming months. So without further ado, let's get to the movies that I'm sort of excited for.
And that is where our story begins.
Number 20. Trolls. Have you ever played with those weird little troll dolls when you were a kid? Well, the good folks at DreamWorks Animation, this time led by Mike Mitchell, are making an adaptation of the creatures and are turning it into the studio's second musical in history after 18 long years since the release of The Prince of Egypt. The plot is still unknown, but it features an incredible cast including Anna Kendrick from Into the Woods and Justin Timberlake in his second DWA movie after Shrek the Third, yet he's also in The Love Guru, which I prefer more. DreamWorks Animation has been under the rocks for the past few years, with even How to Train Your Dragon 2 performing under expectations, and Penguins of Madagascar becoming a total flop like the studio's last few original movies. But thanks to Home, good old DWA slowly but surely getting back on their feet. Though, with this movie currently scheduled to be released on the same day as Doctor Strange from the always stupid Marvel Cinematic Universe, this film could bring them back down, but hopefully it won't come to that. Regardless, even with no trailer released yet, there could still be a lot to offer. Let's keep our eyes open on this one.
In the world of Zootopia, humans never happened, which makes Zootopia a modern, civilized world that is entirely animal. That is an animal.
Number 19. Zootopia.
Coming through!
This is Officer McQuarrie. We got a 1031.
I got dibs! Officer Hobbs, I am in pursuit! Woo woo!
Or as the teaser trailer describes it as, like nothing you've seen before. No offense, Disney, but you gave us something like this before with Robin Hood, the Great Mouse Detective, and Chicken Little. And for more fake animals talking and standing on 2 legs and wearing clothes, we've seen all of that before.
Okay, there are mammals from all over the globe in Zootopia. Large and small, fast and slow. But the truth is, Zootopia isn't perfect. And just like our world, not everyone gets along. Especially natural enemies.
Regardless, as much as I despise the 3 similar movies I just mentioned, Disney's newest talking animal movie, directed by Byron Howard of Bolt and Rich Moore of Wreck-It Ralph, is an interesting premise of a scam artist Fox and bunny officer teaming up for some Sherlock Holmes or Alfred Hitchcock type mystery, and hopefully it'll pay off with what it promises in the marketing, unlike what Chicken Little failed to do over a decade ago. And it looks like it will pay off because the cast is undeniably packed with Hancock's Jason Bateman, Jennifer Goodwin, Shakira, Pacific Rim's Idris Elba, J.K. Simmons, Nate Torrance, Bob's Burgers' Jenny Slate, Shaun of Cheech and Chong, Spider-Man's Octavia Spencer, Bonnie Hunt, Dumb and Dumber 2's Don Lake, voice artist Alan Tudyk, Don Juan DeMarco's Tommy Lister aka Tiny, Disney animation story artist Raymond S. Percy, who also directed episodes for The Simpsons, Katie Low's Gone in 60 Seconds, Jesse Cordy, voice artist John DiMaggio, and for Canadians like me, Peter Mansbridge of CBC News and The National as Peter Moosebridge, who is the anchor for ZTV News. This is no doubt the biggest cast Disney has put together for an original anime feature film. Speaking of which, Walt Disney Animation Studios is on a hot streak and hopefully continue that streak with this movie and Moana. If both movies become well received, don't be surprised if the Academy considers both movies as nominations for Best Animated Feature at the Academy Awards.
So now you know. Zootopia. Like nothing you've seen before.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
How long since your last confession, my son?
27 hours.
It's really too often. You're not that bad.
Number 18. Hail Caesar.
We have your movie star. Gather $100,000 and await instructions. Who are we? The future.
I'm not a fan of the Coen brothers, but this movie set during the later years of Hollywood's golden age in the 1950s could be a big treat for major movie lovers. Josh Brolin from Men in Black 3 and Gangster Squad plays a fictional version of real-life fixer Eddie Mannix trying to discover what happened to a cast member who vanishes during filming for a movie within a movie of the same name and has many other problems to fix.
It's part of the job, miss.
Now the whole main cast for this is huge. Aside from Josh, it also has George Clooney, Alden Ehrenreich, Ralph Fiennes, Jonah Hill, Scarlett Johansson, Frances McDormand, Tilda Swinton, and Channing Tatum, with supporting roles from David Krumholtz, Clancy Brown, and Dolph Lundgren. Now that's a mouthful.
This is going to cost the studio a lot of money.
Again, for someone who dislikes the rest of the Coen filmography, why should people like me see this? Because it's a comedy set in Hollywood in the 50s with a big-ass cast. Overall, cinephiles unite.
Wondering what's going on?
Number 17, The Magnificent Seven. A remake of a remake, this movie has been talked about for quite some time, and I went from unexcited to slowly interested. The story of 7 gunmen and bounty hunters fighting to save a village and avenge the death of a widow's husband who was killed by a villainous character named Bartholomew Bogue, who's played by Black Mass's Peter Sarsgaard, has a nice title to it. If that isn't exciting enough, 4 of the 7 lead men are Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, Ethan Hawke, and Vincent D'Onofrio. Plus, good old Denzel is reunited with the Equalizer director Anton Fuqua. So while I'm not a fan of the original classic Seven Samurai, nor its American remake also called The Magnificent Seven, Sony's update of A Western Tale promises a fun, sure-up good time released in time for the Oscar season. Number 16, Ben-Hur. Upset that a 1959 Oscar-winning classic with a 3-hour and 42-minute running time is getting a remake? Well, suck it up, Buttercup. I haven't seen the said classic, nor will I ever, but the whole story of Ben-Hur going from a prince to a slave to a vengeful champion caliber chariot racer sounds like an epic tale similar to Russell Crowe's Gladiator, but more religious. The remake was supposed to come out on February 26, but unfortunately for me, Paramount decided to postpone the film onto a packed date. However, the cast includes rising star Jack Huston, the great Morgan Freeman, Toby Kebbell, and if it can't get any better, Rodrigo Santoro from the 2 Rio movies has Jesus Christ. That's right, the Brazilian actor who voiced Tulio, the bird-loving idiot, is playing the Son of God. This is also the second of the 4 movies I want to see, which are currently scheduled for August 12th, so that's 2 movies on that date talked about, and 2 more to go. Though despite my excitement for this, I will give it full credit if it's not 222 minutes long like the previous movie. Do you agree with my picks?
Oh no, you know.
Which of these movies are you most excited for?
It's night!
Hit the like button if you enjoyed yourselves, tell me your thoughts in the comments section, and hit the subscribe button if you are not yet subscribed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in part 3.
Cut!